Good morning, students. My name is Joshua Ward, and I will be facilitating your corrective methods and outcomes course this semester. A little bit about myself. I graduated from Abilene High School in 2004 and immediately joined the United States Marine Corps. I spent 5 years as a KC-130 loadmaster flying around the world, refueling jets and helicopters and hauling things all over. Once I got out, I joined the Abilene Police Department where I've been now 11 years. 8 of those years I've been a juvenile investigator, which means I investigate all crimes committed by our youth here in town. In 2012, I went back and finished my bachelor's degree there at Hardin-Simmons. So I've set where you set. As I progressed, about 2016, I decided to pursue a master's in theological studies and began really researching that. Last August, I graduated with a master's in theological studies from Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. So that's a little bit about me. I have a wife and 2 kids, and I love to teach. I love to build leaders, and I love to help form professionals. It's my hope that throughout this semester I'll be able to leave you with a few nuggets that you can put in your tool belt and use to mold the professional that you're going to be one day, regardless of the field of study that you end up settling on as a career. With that being said, I want to outline a couple things and a couple expectations for this course. This first week, what I need you to do is really focus in on the course documents. There's 3 documents in particular. There's the syllabus, the course calendar, and research paper instructions. Read through those. There is a little quiz afterwards based on those. It's primarily to ensure that you did read those. And then there's a discussion board. If you were in my class last semester, it's the exact same discussion board at the beginning of the week. It's just an introduction. This class is a little unique because it's all going to be online. And so discussion boards are going to be a important aspect of this course. A couple expectations for discussion boards. There's a minimum word count for each discussion board. I need you to make sure that you get that minimum word count in your discussion. You're going to be required to respond to 2 other classmates. That means go on to their initial post and comment, expand on it, and ask questions. Regardless of what field of study you're in, the ability to ask questions that solicit additional information is a good skill to have. So that's the way the discussion boards are designed. I post based on the topic that's presented for the week, and then someone comes to my discussion and asks me questions that require me to provide them additional information. So this first week, it's about you. You may talk about the town that you grew up in, and then someone may come and ask you a historical question about that town, or something about your high school, or something about the career that you've already started. Whatever it is, then you need to respond to them. Not only do you need to respond to 2 classmates, you need to respond to the classmates that posted to you. Part of that is because we're not going to have in-class discussions. This supplements those in-class discussions so that we can expand on these ideas, have discussions about the ideas behind corrective methods and the outcomes that they present currently, and hopefully how we can go into the field of corrections and make it better as professionals. I've broken it up. Every other week there's a discussion board, and every other week there's a quiz. That quiz will be somewhere between 20 and 25 questions, and it's going to be over the previous week's reading material. Most of the reading material is going to come out of your textbook. However, I do throw some documents in there that I'd like you to read, such as the Code of Hammurabi or the Texas Penal Code. There are things in there that you are going to be required to read because that material will be covered on the quiz. With that being said, the quizzes are open book and open notes. I don't want to build this course to where you have to spend an enormous amount of time studying, but you do need to know where to find the material and find it quickly. The quizzes will be time capped, but within reason. You won't be able to look up every answer, but you should be able to look up the majority of them. And then the final and most important part of this semester is our research paper. There's research paper instructions posted in Module 1. There's research paper instructions posted to the announcements. And I've broken up the research paper throughout the semester. So there's going to be times throughout the semester where you're going to need to submit to me a portion of your research paper or a portion of your research project that you have completed. And what this allows me to do is, one, to make sure you're on track to finish the research paper and meet the requirements at the end of the semester, but it also gives me the opportunity to provide you with feedback, some valuable feedback, so that you can make adjustments, make corrections, and hopefully turn in a complete product at the end of the semester. With a class that's primarily made up of freshmen, some of you may have never written a research paper. Whether you're going into criminal justice or corrections or social work or anything in the world, you're going to need to be able to articulate your thoughts, articulate material and information in a written manner. So the purpose of this research paper is to build that skill so that you can articulate information in a concise written form. So hopefully that project will help build on your writing skills, help build on your research skills, and help build on some sort of written presentation skills that you have and develop. There is a midterm and there is a final. The midterm, there's not going to be questions that you hadn't seen before on the weekly quizzes. The midterm will be made up from the weekly quizzes. So when you get the answer wrong on a quiz, there is a citation as to where you can find the correct answer. It's the document or page where that answer is found. So make sure that if you're missing questions on your quizzes, you go back and find those answers, because you will see those questions again on the midterm. And the same with the final. The final is going to be made up of everything in the second half of the semester. So midterm, the first 8 weeks, final, second 8 weeks. It's not going to be cumulative all semester. I don't want you spending hours and hours trying to study up for the final of 16 weeks of material, so you only have half the semester on the final. But again, it's questions that you will have seen before. With that being said, I can be reached by cell phone, I can be reached by text, I can be reached by email, and I can make time to meet with any of you at any time. I hope this semester is going to be fun. I'm going to try and post videos like this throughout the semester, talking about different topics and presenting you with some additional material that you won't have to know for the test or anything like that, but just so that you know. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and I'll look forward to working with you all this semester and learning together. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the snow while it's here. It'll be gone tomorrow, and it's back to hard work.